Hello lovelies, people from all over the world. Today I have a potato salad recipe that's going to be a staple in your kitchen. Why? It's different from the usual ones with the mayonnaise or the mustard. Those recipes we have it on the channel. But this one is going to be light. It's going to be nutty, crunchy, not going to be deep fried or boiled, somewhere in between. And also it's going to have some fresh coriander, or if you are not a coriander fan, you can make it with parsley, and it's going to be green and light, and moreover, you can eat it alone, hot or cold, or you can use it as a great side dish on a nice meat, or a fish, or a chicken. All good everywhere. While I'm going to tell you the recipes, I'm going to have few life-saving tips. Let's start. Now, we have 3 potatoes, but this is going to be salad for 4 people. If you want to make it for more, you can multiply the recipe. And how are we going to do? I just cleaned the skins of the potatoes. I didn't peel them. If there are any black marks or some things, you can just take it off like this, and the rest is ready to use. I'm going to cut the potatoes in such a way they are not too big, they are not too small. If they are too small, they disappear. If they are too big, for example, this one is a bit too big, the sauce do not get inside the potato really well, so making it more blunt or dull. So I cut the potatoes in half and then half again, and then in a way roughly dice them. My potatoes are almost ready. What I'm going to do, I'm going to use air fryer instead of deep frying or boiling. Air fryer is going to create a very nice caramelization crunch outside. It's going to still be soft inside. So while also doing that, I want the potatoes to be tasty, so I'm putting a bit of salt and a bit of oil. If you don't have an air fryer at your home, you can put it in the oven if you like to 220 degrees and put it in the grill. Put all the potatoes in a rack and then mix it time to time. It's going to probably take 40 to 45 minutes. Now, I have here the air fryer that I have designed. Maybe in UK you can find it in garage stores and online, and maybe in Germany, but not in US yet. I don't like the Teflon coating, so this is stainless steel and it has 2 layers. The beautiful side of it is...
Can you hear the drums?
If you can hear some drums, this is actually Turkish sovereignty and Children's Day in Turkey. 103 years ago, from the Ottoman Empire, we became a free republic with equal women's rights. And that day, Atatürk, the founder of our nation, announced this gorgeous news. He wanted to give it to the children. It's 200 degrees. This is going to cook for 20 minutes. In 10 minutes, I'm going to shake it a bit, and then they're gonna fry. Coming back to the holiday, that's why we have the flags on times when there are so many wars around and so many inequalities on children, in women. I wanted to remember Atatürk and let him be known to the world as a leader, even passing the 21st century. Just wanted to remember it. Anyways. Now let's move to the rest of the salad. The rest of the salad, another taste is going to come to my beautiful potato salads from nuts. Here I have peanuts, like this, 2 tablespoons. You can use cashews if you like. Cashews are more expensive. Now, on a nut which is salty like this, already a bit cooked. Waking it up creates a different taste. How do you wake it up? By heating it. Slowly, it's going to take its oils out. It's going to start to cook with its own oil. We're going to use a stainless steel pan, not a non-stick, not a copper one. Why? Because it's going to go really, really hot, really fast. The pan is about 70 degrees, but it's going to go as high as 180, 190. And while that's happening, we have to continuously toss it. Otherwise, one side is going to be brown or black and the rest will not be cooked. But in about 100 degrees, we're gonna see the oil from the nuts get out. And to create that, I have to shake it continuously. Turn the heat a bit to lower heat. This way, all the surroundings are gonna change color. Why don't we do it on the non-stick one? Non-stick pans, after passing 180, 190 degrees, the coating starts some fumes out, and we don't like those fumes. Always use a stainless steel or a cast iron pan while cooking something dry on the pan. 2-3 minutes later, Now we can see, you know, this like dirty kind of thing is the oil of the nuts getting out, and the color of the nuts changed slightly, and I want to show you the pan 180 to 85. If you do cook something dry for a long time, it could be a steak in the middle as well, then your non-stick, if it's a healthy one without PFAS and PTFOs, it might lose its non-stickiness as well, and those kind of things are really kind of important. Anyway, so this is ready. I'm going to put it here, and while my pan is still hot, but I turn off the heat, I'm going to put some sesame seeds in the pan, and this is going to make it ready for the sauce, still using the heat. This will stay for a while here. While this is still hot, I'm going to chop them. Now my nuts are ready. The second one is, of course, the coriander. Some people get soapy taste from coriander, and that's kind of, I think, genetic. Some people are recessive to it, I don't know. So if you're not a big coriander fan, you can use parsley. If you are okay with coriander, you should take it in your life for sure. I am cutting it roughly. I want big chunks to still be in the salads, and I want it to look green. I'm not mixing them with the nuts because the nuts are still hot. It might kill my greens, so I'm putting my greens here. A little break to the video. Lots of people watch our videos but do not subscribe to the channel. If you like our videos and what we do, please subscribe to our channel, and also, as importantly, if you have some feelings, please share it with me, with us, through the comments. It makes a huge difference for us. Take great care. Now let's move on creating the sauce. For that, I have a not so very hot red pepper. If it's too hot, you can use less. I'm going to use all of this beautiful thing, cut it in half, and then very thinly slice it. So I'm going to put this whole thing in and start making the sauce. The beautiful side of the sauce is going to be salty, sweet, sour, and bitter. So to create that, I need 4 things. For the bitter taste, which is hot pepper. Saltiness, I'm going to put 3 tablespoons of soy sauce. A lot of vinegar, 5 tablespoons of vinegar will get in. This is white wine vinegar. The balance is much better. And for the sweetness, I'm going to use a tablespoon of honey. If you don't have honey, you can use sugar as well, or molasses if you like. Tablespoon of honey. And for all the tastes to work with one another, we need an agent. The agent is going to be, of course, some oil. Saltiness comes from the soy sauce. For the bitterness taste, I want also a bit of black pepper. This will work. What does black pepper do? It disrupts your taste buds, kind of waking them up, so that the taste of everything else also gets heightened up. So black pepper is very, very crucial in that. And I want some greenness. If you have chives, I have kind of here some. I get some green chives, spring onions and chives. They give a bit of sourness and at the same time some freshness and edge to the whole taste, making it more sophisticated in fact. So it's kind of also like an Asian sauce kind of mixture, so that works very well. And to this, I'm going to put some of the nuts inside. The oil around the nuts also create a very nice taste. And the sesame seeds that I've put in already will come in. My potatoes are also done. In itself, whatever you put to this sauce is going to be gorgeous. You can use this with your tempuras. If you have a cheese or chips dip, you can also use this. It's really, really gorgeous. You can always have a taste. Mind-blowing. Anyway, now, top shelf. It's in. Whoopa. Some nuts, some of the sauce, some coriander. Some coriander I'm going to put when it's still hot. It will change the color of the coriander a bit, but I want the fresh coriander taste to get into the hot potatoes. So this way I'm going to create as like 3 layers, making sure each potato has its own share of the nuts and the sauce and the coriander. So I save a bit of the sauce and a bit of the greens and the nuts for the last minute on top use. As you can see, potatoes are still really hot. They are now soaking this beautiful, beautiful sauce. I'll let this sit for 5 minutes, let it cool a bit While it's still very hot like this, it is gorgeous, but I want the taste to sink in and let this be cool for 5 more minutes. Then I'm going to mix everything together and finalize the salad. As you can see, the potatoes soaked all the grain. It's still a bit hot, but I'm going to add my greens as well, my rest of my coriander and the nuts. I'm going to put the sauce last minute on top and some pomegranate seeds. These are going to work as like ketchupy, but even better and healthy. It's going to pop in your mouth. So we have the crunch, we have the potatoes, and everything together so well. Now, and the rest of the nuts get in. This beautiful sauce goes on top. Ta-da! Beautiful salad. On its own, even the next day, this is going to be gorgeous. The crunchiness of the potatoes might disappear, but because the sauce is so tasty and we have the crunch from the nuts, they're going to go together so well. Now the best time is to eat it. How do we eat it? I'm going to just eat it from the middle, but we have the nuts, we have the greens here. Absolutely gorgeous. The key to this recipe is when the potatoes are still hot, putting the sauce and making sure that the sauce soaks all the goodness, and also adding some of the greens first and then the rest in the end so that we can still see these beautiful greens. Otherwise, they would have turned into small vegetables and we wouldn't be able to get the coriander taste. So beautiful summer salad. Instead of using potatoes, you can do this with eggplants. In wintry seasons with cauliflower or cabbage, it will also be very nice. You can keep the sauce and the greens, but you can change the base according to the season. So that's it. Hope you've enjoyed. If you have enjoyed, we need all the support that you can give us, guys. You know, this algorithm thing is everywhere. So liking the video, subscribing to the channel if you haven't subscribed, and leaving a comment makes a huge difference. So please support us on the hard days that we're going through. Take great care.